According to the Gospels, Jesus highly valued celibacy. Historian Cornelius Tacitus confirmed that Jesus was crucified. When Jesus was born, the land of Israel was called Palestine. Flavius Josephus was a first-century historian who mentioned Jesus in his writings. The word gospel means good news. The two great commandments are love God and be kind to others. Scholars think that Jesus began his public life preaching when he was in his 20s. Coptic Christianity is primarily practiced in Egypt. According to the Gospel, Jesus was an observant Jew. Our current dating system centers around the birth of Jesus. All of the apostles were eventually executed except for John. Paul focused his ideas about Christianity on the cosmic Messiah. The epistles focus on proper belief, morality, and church order. What was the Edict of Toleration? A decree that allowed Christianity to be practiced publicly without persecution. Peter was the first bishop of Rome. The first bishops were also called the Church Fathers. The Nicene Creed is a statement of belief in one God and that Jesus is both God and one man. The word apostle is Greek meaning messenger. Iconoclasm is the forbidden worship of images such as icons. The Eastern and Western empires were divided according to culture and language. The Council of Chalcedon declared that Jesus had two natures, divine and human, but they were united in only one person. The Eastern Orthodox Church used what kind of bread in their rituals? Leavened. A monk is someone who leaves society to lead a celibate life in spiritual devotion. The founder of Western monasticism was Benedict of Nursia. The word Orthodox means correct belief. The Pope did not recognize Irene, the Empress of Rome, because she was a woman. Augustine is one of the most important theologians of Western Christianity. Augustine wrote, "The City of God in defense of Christianity." John of Damascus argued, "What about icons?" That they provided teachings for those who couldn't read. Augustine converted to Christianity after having a vision. Martin Luther published the Bible into German. Predestination is the idea that God has already determined who will be saved and who will be damned. Martin Luther argued that salvation came through faith. Anabaptists reject infant baptism. The bubonic plague was viewed as a punishment from God. The most important figure to the Protestant Reformation was Martin Luther. How many theses did Martin Luther nail to a church door? 95. Until the Protestant Reformation, the Bible was only available in what language in the West? Latin. Francis of Assisi was a medieval Christian mystic who took a vow of poverty and loved nature. The Pentecostal movement includes speaking in tongues. Mysticism is about the experience of oneness with God. The Protestant principle is the individual right to question and reinterpret Christian beliefs and practices. Martin Luther's ideas spread rapidly and widely because of the printing press. The dominant form of Christianity in the Middle Ages was Roman Catholicism. The Crusades were military expansions in the name of Christianity. Many Protestant groups rejected religious art as idolatrous. Statues of Jesus began to appear during which time period? The 2nd century. In contrast to Catholic churches, Protestant churches tended to be sober and functional. The first Christian churches were basilicas, rectangular buildings used in the Roman Empire. The earliest of Christian music was done in chant. The Hajj is a pilgrimage to where? Mecca. Public prayers happen on which day? Friday. Zakat refers to charity to the poor. How many times per day do most Muslims perform salat? 5. The Muslim Declaration of Faith, Shahada, it affirms monotheism. Ramadan is a holy month because that's when Muhammad received his first revelations. Which of the following is needed to become a Muslim? Shahada. During the Hajj pilgrims reenact impor- during the Hajj pilgrims they would reenact important events in Abraham's life. A muezzin, Muezzin, announces time for prayer. Which dynasty is considered a formative period of Islamic art? The Umayyad, Umayyad.